Now, continuing from the supply chain perspective, so here the customer service consisting of the following four dimensions. One is order delivery lead time. Number 2, responsiveness. Number 3, delivery reliability. And number 4, the product variety. First, we'll consider order delivery lead time. It is the time taken by the supply chain to complete all the activities from order to delivery. So it is the total time from releasing the purchase order to the delivery of the part. Customer expectations on order delivery time could be practically zero. As in the case of fast-moving consumer goods, that is FMCG, customer expectation or order delivery time could be practically zero. That means the moment when he gives the order, he should be able to get the part immediately. So that is what is called fast-moving consumer goods, or could be 1 week for certain consumer durables. For example, a typical customer might expect pizza to be served in 15 minutes at any pizza outlet, or expect delivery in 40 minutes if the order has been placed for home delivery. So if you see the block diagram here, what are all the things which you have? One is the source, then we have to make the component, then we have to make the assembly, then we are going to have the delivery. So source and make components, it should be ready so that the customer order is placed. Once the customer order is placed, so they have to do assembly and deliver the component. Here the components will be already prepared and kept it ready. And once the customer orders, depending upon the customer order, accordingly they will go to do the assembly and delivery. So here order penetration point, that is it starts from here. So that means the order is placed here. The source and make components, they will expect, see it is like this, they will going to plan it well in advance how much quantity it is required. It is over a period of time, because by experience they will going to make a stock of all the components. And one, suppose if you want to take an example of a pizza, so what happens, what all the ingredients which is required for pizza, all those things which will be made readily, it will be available. Once the customer places an order, immediately they will going to prepare all the, put whatever the ingredients which is required for the pizza, they will going to make it, and then they will going to deliver. So this is what is called supply chain lead time, the total lead time. What is the supply chain lead time? What is the lead time? The lead time from the placing the order to the delivery is called as the supply chain lead time. Then comes, as shown in the figure, a typical firm sources material, manufactures components, assembles the product, and delivers the finished product to end customer, with each of these activities having a certain lead time. So that means they will going to make the components, that is they manufacture it. First they will going to have the source, they will going to manufacture, they will going to assemble, then they will going to have the delivery. So for each process they may require some lead time. So based on those lead times, they will going to plan it. Aggregate all the 4 lead times, that means aggregate adding all the 4 lead times, we get the supply chain lead time, which is total time required for supply chain to carry out all the activities from the beginning to the end. So what does it mean? Suppose we have a source, then we want to make the component depending upon the requirement. Suppose if I want to have 2 parts which has to be manufactured, each part may take 1 minute. Then the source we are going to have, from the source we need to take the component parts here. So it may take 1 minute. 1 plus 2, which becomes 3, and the assembly it may take 1 minute, 4, and then the delivery it will going to reach to the customer. by another 2 minutes. So totally it will going to be the total lead time is aggregate of all these things. So that means 1 plus 2 plus 1, 3, 4 plus 2, which becomes 6 minutes. So some placing the order to the delivery, the total lead time will going to be 6 minutes. That is the meaning of this. It's just an example. Aggregate for many firms, supply chain lead times and order delivery lead times usually do not match. So what does it mean? Supply chain lead time. It is the total lead time from the placing the order to the delivery. Then order delivery lead time usually do not match, definitely, because the order is placed at this time, at this, from here the order delivery time will going to start. So therefore, both these two will never match. And ideally, a firm will prefer to work with a delivery lead time that is larger than the supply chain lead time. So that means most of the firm, they want to have the order delivery time. That means they will going to keep the components ready to stock. And then once the customer raises the order, and they will just go to make the assembly, and then they will go to deliver the component. The point at which the customer enters the supply chain is called the order penetration point. So which is that is this point from where the customer order will going to start. Therefore, that point will be called as order penetration point or decoupling point. After the order penetration point, all activities do not face any uncertainties because they are against specific customer order. So that means do not face any uncertainties because so the components is already made. So the only thing is they need to do the assembly and they have to deliver. So naturally it is the customer order. So it is for the specific order. So therefore you will not have any problem with the face any uncertainties. All the activities prior to the customer order must be carried out against forecast and not on actual orders. So that means, so they will going to have a forecast. That means because they will not be knowing how much the order will going to be placed by the customer. But based on their prior experience, they will going to make the components and keep it ready so that once the customer releases the order, they will start making the assembly and then they will just go to give the delivery of the assembly. So what is the reason for that? That is basically because if they are to make to order, if they have to give, they have to start from the order, that is the source, then they make components, then they have to assemble, then they have to deliver it. So the time of the supply chain lead time will going to be huge. So therefore, in order to avoid that, they will going to follow this procedure. All the activities prior to the customer order must be carried out against forecast and not on actual order. So that is what it means now. Example, one wants pizzas to be delivered within 40 minutes. Obviously, the firm cannot procure the material, make the dough and bake a base and in those 40 minutes. So that means if he want to place the pizza order, so what happens? If they place the order, then they have to go for the source, then they have to make the pizza, and then they have to assemble it, and then they have to give the delivery. So that is what he says. The firm procure the material, make the dough and bake. Both should and base in those 40 minutes. That means the process of making the pizza, it takes time. So they cannot be able to deliver the pizza within 40 minutes. So that is the drawback, or that is the process which will going to take. So therefore what they do, they will going to procure the material, make the dough and bake it, and they will go to keep it ready. Once the customer gives the order, accordingly whatever the remaining process has to be done, they will go to do it and give the delivery the pizza. A firm in the pizza home delivery business has to forecast likely demand. So this is what is important. Likely demand, and execute most of the activities like procurement, preparing the pizza base, and making all the other ingredients ready before the order so that they can satisfy customer demand within 40 minutes. Once they place the likely demand and execute most of the activities like procurement, preparing the pizza base, and making all the other ingredients ready before the order. So that means they will go to make the things ready before the order at this point itself. Once the order is placed, then they will going to make the pizza ready and deliver the pizza within 40 minutes of time. All activities after the penetration point are carried out against an order. So, and all the activities prior to the penetration point are carried out against forecast. This point is also known as decoupling point. So that means here there are two things. One is the decoupling point and other one is the customer order. So the decoupling point is, this is the point prior to the order. So that means the source and they make the components based on their forecast. They will going to prepare it. Once the customer gives the order, then they will going to deliver after the customer order whatever they want to deliver. So that is what is called the against the order they will going to deliver the material. So this point, so they carried out against the forecast. This point is also called as decoupling point. There are essentially three types of supply chain characterized by the customer order penetration point. One is make to stock, MTS, make to order, MTO, and configure to order, CTO. So to do that, so order penetration point based on the supply chain typology. So make to stock. So that is, so everything will going to be ready. Source, make components, assembly, delivery. So make to stock. So that means the customer will go to give the order. Once the customer gives the order, immediately the delivery will be given to the customer. So that is what make to stock. Then make to order. So that means the customer gives the order. Once the customer gives the order, so then they will going to procure the material, they will going to make the component, then they will going to assemble it, and then they will going to give the delivery. This is what is MTO, make to order. Then configure to order. That means when you have the source, make components which will going to be ready, and once the customer gives the order, then by using the make the components, they will going to assemble it, and then they will going to deliver. So this is what is called configure to order. If the customers expect the order to be fulfilled instantaneously, then the supply chain is in make to stock business, MTS. So that is what we have explained for this MTS. Once the customer gives the order, immediately the delivery will be given to them. Similarly, if the supplier gives enough time to the firm to assemble the product before delivery, it is in configure to order business. So that means the customer gives certain time. So that means once the order is given, the customer will give certain time for to make them to assemble and then to give the delivery. So that is what is called configure to order, CTO. And if the customer gives enough time to the manufacturer to carry out the complete set of operations after placing the order, it is called MTO, make to order business. So that means the customer gives the order, then they will go to procure the material, then they make the component, then they will go to assemble, and then they will go to give the delivery. So such step is called the make to order. So then the consumer product business operate on make to stock basis, where the customer expect the product to be on the shelf at the retailer's outlet. So that means we will going to have the customer here, wherein once the customer wants the material to be ready on the shelf, so that they will just go to the shop and then they will going to give the money and take the material. So this is what is the MTS basis. Equipment manufacturers typically operate with MTO supply chain, where all the activities are started after getting the order, make to order. So that means all the activities will be done only after the source, make components, assembly, and delivery. So a firm in the pizza home business is in the configure to order business, because pizza is configured the way you want, with the toppings of your choice, using ingredients kept in readiness prior to an order. CTO is also known as assemble to order, ATO, or build to order, or BTO business model. So in the next video, we will going to discuss about the push-pull boundary of the supply chain. Thank you.